History is full of incredible inventions. The wheel, electricity, TikTok dances, and also some of the dumbest, most painful punishments humans ever came up with. Today, we're going on a ride from the that's weird punishments, all the way to yep, I'm never sleeping again. So grab your popcorn, and maybe keep your little fingers safe. You'll see why in a minute. Yubitsume, Yakuza finger removal. Instead of saying sorry with chocolates, Yakuza members used to cut off their pinky finger. Imagine, oops boss, I spilled your ramen. Here's my finger. Yeah, no thanks. Bastinado. Basically spanking, but with sticks on your feet. Painful. Sure, but imagine explaining that to your friends. Bro, why are you limping? Don't ask. Tarring and feathering. Public humiliation, medieval style. They'd pour tar on you, cover you in feathers, and suddenly you're the world's saddest chicken nugget. Choke pear. A metal pear that expands inside your mouth, or, other places. Imagine a medieval dentist saying, "This won't hurt a bit." Yeah, right. Heretic's fork. A metal fork that forces your head up. You can't look down. You can't sleep. You just look permanently shocked. Like me when I saw gas prices. Pitchcapping. They'd pour hot tar into a paper cap, slap it on your head, then rip it off with your skin attached. Basically the world's most painful haircut. Poop barrel, castor oil plus barrel. Drink castor oil, poop yourself uncontrollably, and then get stuffed in a barrel until you confess. Talk about a crappy punishment. Immurement. Being walled up alive inside a tiny space. It's like being grounded forever, but with no snacks. The rack. Your arms and legs pulled in opposite directions until your joints pop. Basically, it's very painful. Catherine's wheel. Not a carnival ride. Your limbs get smashed and tied to a giant wheel. Then they spin you around like a human fidget spinner. Elephant's foot. In ancient India, elephants weren't just royal animals. They were also executioners. These massive beasts were trained to crush people under their feet. Sometimes it was quick, ending a life in a single stomp. Other times, executioners commanded the elephant to drag it out, breaking bones slowly, one by one, before delivering the final fatal crush, a terrifying punishment of all time. Blowing from a gun. They'd tie you to a cannon, light it, and boom, instant fireworks, limbs flying everywhere. Basil II's blind journey. The emperor blinded 15,000 prisoners, leaving only one guy with one eye to guide them home. Basically the worst trust fall exercise ever. Aztec heart removal. Priests cut out your still beating heart to honor the gods. Imagine being alive long enough to watch your own chest cavity open like a piñata. Rat torture, or known as rat's cup. Put a hungry rat on your stomach, heat the container, and let nature take its course. Spoiler, the rat doesn't dig outward. Keelhauling. Sailors tied under the ship, dragged across sharp barnacles. If you don't drown, you get shredded like cheese. Boiling alive. You're dipped into boiling oil, fingers first, then the rest of you. Basically medieval fondue, but you're the bread. Glass rod torture. Insert glass into a very sensitive area, then smash it. I don't know what they feels after doing that. Spanish donkey. A victim was forced to sit naked on a sharp, triangular wooden beam, as if riding a horse made of blades. Then, heavy weights were tied to their legs, pulling them down. The beam sliced deeper and deeper into the body, splitting flesh and bone. It was slow, excruciating, and designed to make every second feel like an eternity. Brazen Bull. You're locked in a giant metal bull, fire underneath, and your screams echo out like cow sounds. Basically BBQ'd alive while the crowd enjoys the concert. Sawing. Victims were hung upside down, their legs spread apart. Then, executioners began sawing straight through the body, starting at the groin and moving down slowly. Because they were upside down, blood rushed to the brain, keeping them alive and conscious far longer than anyone would wish, turning death into a drawn-out nightmare. Impalement, or also known as Judas chair. A stake or pyramid seat shoved into you, and you basically torture yourself trying not to sink lower. The definition of sitting uncomfortably. Flaying. Your skin peeled off while you're alive, like peeling an orange, except the orange is screaming. Blood eagle. Viking torture where your ribs are cut open like wings and your lungs are pulled out. Basically the deadliest punishment ever. Lingchi. Death by 1,000 cuts. In ancient China, one of the most feared punishments was Lingchi, also known as death by 1,000 cuts. The victim was tied to a wooden frame while executioners used small, precise blades to slice away pieces of flesh, starting with the arms, legs, and chest. The cuts were deliberately shallow at first, designed to keep the person alive for as long as possible. Slice after slice, muscle and skin were peeled away until the victim was barely recognizable. Only after countless cuts would the final blow be delivered. It wasn't just about killing. It was about turning death itself into a slow, living torture. Scaphism. One of the cruelest punishments from ancient Persia was called Scaphism. The victim was trapped between two hollowed-out wooden boats, with only the head, arms, and legs sticking out. They were force-fed milk and honey until they couldn't hold anymore, which caused violent diarrhea inside the boat. Then, their body was smeared with more honey to attract insects. Trapped in place, they were swarmed by flies, ants, and worms that slowly ate away at their flesh. Victims didn't die quickly. Sometimes it took days, even weeks, rotting alive while being consumed piece by piece. It was less an execution and more a living nightmare.